moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. It's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
Here's the rookie from Stanford, Joshua Carty, to get us started. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Drops it off to Martin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They run the counter with Martin. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They run over center with Martin, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throw left side complete. That's Bass. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, Offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Peters. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And, Charles, the big story of the week leading up was not really about the players, but about their head coach, looking to tie Bill Belichick with a 6th Super Bowl title.
And something that just keeps coming back to me is something you said during the week leading up to this one, partner, how he continues to reinvent himself as a coach. You mentioned it's not just the X's and O's. You like the way he relates to his players, and you think that makes him special, and I think that you're right. We've seen it through the years. Each team is different. He gives them the right game plan and knows how to read each team to not only just get them to the big game, but to try and win it as well. And they've done a lot of that. As you mentioned, trying to win his 6th Super Bowl title.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
In motion, the tight end. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year, Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Second down and a yard.
65, 65, let's go.
Daniels looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peters. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Peters. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 79 Broncos. Ready?
Now Daniels. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a give to Martin. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On the return is Jones. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Peters. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Get it.
To throw is Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Peters. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Come on. Hey. Grab his pirate.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Peters. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go. Panther 11. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the move past the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Two good drives on their first two possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all... Field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here. And they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sideline. So let's go. And fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one.
Two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And able to get this out to the 25. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
2nd and 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! And Xavier Worthy, 71 yards. And the Rams have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Sharp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Bass. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Sharp. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll give to Martin here out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Martin. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peters. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. Daniels.
On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Mustang 19. Get it. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Stephanie Rangers, Stephanie Rangers. 19 Lions. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready,
back to throw. Daniels. That is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! Now there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Trap 60. Warriors 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. For the Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they and this will be caught at the 30. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 40 yards. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Ready.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
In encroachment defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sherman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Sharp. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First out. Here's the run with Martin. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Martin. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now the Rams are going to hold things as they want a timeout. Mahomes going to throw. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sharp. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Drops it off to Martin.